Hey guys, welcome to the Lunchtime Review. Today I'm going to Joella's Hot Chicken. They have fish out now for the early part of the year, so I'm going to run in here and get that, and I'll be back. Okay, so here's what I got. It's the fish sandwich. It's a cod fillet sandwich. Order of fries, meal, and then they had these pie in a jar desserts. They had a new one that we'd never tried before. This one is the chocolate peanut butter pie, so that looks really, really good. So I'm going to try that one as well. So I'll be right back and tell you the price and everything. Okay, so the price was for the fish sandwich and the fries was $10.50, and the pie in a jar was $4.95 plus whatever tax, tip, and all that stuff you want to give. That's up to you. So and it's up to your area depending on how much your tax is. So I'm gonna try their fries. I've had their fries 100 times. I usually love their fries, so let's just see. I love the fries because they're good, and they're like coated with a like a breading. Not quite as salty or as seasoned as they have been, but they're still really good. Sometimes we've gotten them and they've been like, you can get salt and pepper. They're just covered with salt and pepper. These are good. They don't have quite as much salt and pepper on them, but they're still very, very good. Their fries, I would give a 5 out of 5 any day of the week. Now this fish sandwich looks like it's a mess. You get the fish sandwich and it comes with a slaw, and you say what flavor or what level of heat you want on the fish, so you can get nothing on it if you didn't want to. Or I get Ella's Fave, which is a little spicy but not super spicy. But let me just tell you, it is like sloppy. I mean, it's dripping. It's so wet and greasy. So you can also get a meal with fish if you want to, if you didn't want the sandwich. I'm gonna see how to attack this. I'm gonna try to get a bite there. It's so big. That is not Ella's Fave. Wow, that's hot. They screwed that order up like big time. I can't even eat that. I'm gonna take that back. Look, that is so hot. They gave me like the bad thing about it is the receipt doesn't say what they're getting you, but that is like one of their hottest. Like my whole mouth is on fire. That's like their volcano version. Definitely gonna take it back. Look at that, how much grease is on there. Because I literally can't eat that. So I'll be back once I take this back. Okay, take two. I went ahead and finished my fries because I didn't want them to get cold while I was sitting there waiting, because I knew I'd have to wait. The first time I went in, I waited literally half an hour before them to get the fish done. And then, so I took it back. I knew I would be waiting a little while before I got my second fish. So I took it back in. They said that there's like a ghost pepper level, and then they got an Inferno. I don't think I got Inferno, but I bet you anything I got ghost pepper, because literally my lips, I mean, they're still a little tingly, and that was like 20 minutes ago. So anyway, I went back in. They said, do you want something different? Do you want us to remake what your fish sandwich? I said, I just want the fish sandwich, just with the correct sauce. So this looks, it's still very, very messy. I mean, they throw the slaw everywhere on this thing. Joella's Fave is not I mean, it's got some, it's still wet. Let me try some of the sauce before I bite into this whole thing. Okay, it's more, yeah, that's definitely not the same as what I had before. That's more of like a peppery kind of flavor, which is the Ella Fave is more of like a pepper, like salt and pepper flavor, than that whatever in the Gate to Hell sauce I just took a bite of a while ago, because it was awful. Hottest thing in all the reviews we've ever done. I've never, ever in my life had something that hot. It was like torture. I don't see how people eat that stuff. And if I got the ghost pepper and there's an Inferno above that, I don't even know how your guts survive that. It seems like you just have holes in you. But anyway, there we go. This is what it looks like with the Ella's Fave. Much better. I can actually eat this one. Like I said, it does have a little bit of heat, but it's more of like just peppery kind of heat. It's like almost like a smoky heat. Let me get one more bite. You can see it's just dripping. I mean, you couldn't eat this and drive, that's for sure, which you should be eating and driving anyway, but you definitely couldn't eat and drive. Pretty good sized piece of fish. It's cooked well. It's good and flaky. Even after they redid it, they cooked it well, so that's a good thing. They didn't not cook it well. The flavor is good. If I were to get this again, I think I would get it with no heat level, like no sauce whatsoever at all. I would just get the fish, because what happens is the sauce kind of covers up the fish flavor, and if I'm gonna eat a fish sandwich, I want to taste the fish, right? But I love the level of crispiness. It's very crispy on the outside. It's got a good texture to it. It's very flaky, like I said. The slaw adds that kind of slaw flavor, you know, that kind of zippy slaw flavor. Yeah, I like it. If the slaw has actually added a little sweetness to it too. Like I said, if I were to do this again, if I were to go back there, I'd recommend this to you as well. If you want the flavor of the fish, tell them you don't want any sauce and just get the fish. If you want to get the flavor of the sauce that's on the outside, I would just order chicken in that case, because the chicken is really good with the sauce. This, I think I'd rather have without the sauce. Even though they'll ask you what level of heat do you want, just say you don't want any. Or they have a sweet flavor. I don't know what that would taste like, but I would just get it with nothing. No, it's good. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna get this pie in a jar. I'll probably eat some of this while it's still hot, but then I'll be back to try that pie in a jar. All right, so I actually ended up, what happened was, as I was eating it, the fish fell off the bun. I just ended up eating the fish itself and not eating the bun at all. It's good, but I think if you got it without the sauce, it wouldn't be quite so drippy. And their slaw is just like sloppy. I mean, it's like so wet and full of liquid. So anyway, it's just gonna be messy. So this is their pie in the jar. If you want to see, they've got other flavors like banana pudding, a strawberry shortcake, and I think it's a cookies and cream, like an Oreo's cookies and cream. I don't know if it's Oreo, but it's cookies and cream. We did a review of those on Tammy's channel. So if you're Tammy Dunn on YouTube, if you search for that, you'll find it. We actually liked them quite a bit. So we did all three of those in one review. So I'm gonna try, this was one we hadn't tried. And it is, I'm still hiccuping, by the way, from the spice. This one is the chocolate peanut butter pie. And they basically just make a big pie and then they scoop it up and throw it in a jar. That's what it looks like. And it's just sloppy looking, but we'll see. Like the flavor of the chocolate. I'm trying to get down where the peanut butter is at. It's more like a cake, because it doesn't have a pie crust texture. It has more of a cake texture. You see down inside there. It's good. There's little pieces of peanuts in there. I get that. Yeah, I can see where they're going with like a peanut butter pie kind of flavor, but I don't know. I really wish it had better crust in there. And it's not super strong peanut butter either. It's good. I think I like their banana pudding better, but this one's all just kind of mushy. There's no real texture in there. The peanuts are the most texture you get, and then they're kind of soft. And then the crust, like I said, the crust is all very mushy, kind of like a ground up Oreo kind of crust, but it's not crunchy. The ones on the edge are a little bit better. This is okay. It's peanut butter pie is basically what it is with a chocolate crust. It's just okay for me. So, fries, 5 out of 5. I love their fries. They're not as peppery as they used to be, but I think it just depends on who makes them, honestly. So I'm still gonna give them a 5 out of 5 because I love the crunch and stuff. The pie in a jar, I'd probably give more of a 3.5. It's not super sweet and it's kind of mushy, but if you don't mind that, then you may like this a lot better. But I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. The fish sandwich, if you got it without any sauce and it was a little stronger fish flavor, I think you would like it better. As it stands, what I got, which was sloppy and very strong pepper flavor, I'd probably give it a 3.5 as well. It just wasn't as enjoyable to eat. There's better fish out there that I like than that. I mean, I could go get a fish sandwich from pretty much anywhere and it'd probably be as good as that. So it was a good hunk of piece of fish. It's just the flavors weren't that great. So everything was kind of, besides the fries, everything else was kind of a 3.5-ish kind of level. But again, the fries, 5 out of 5. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.